You know, growing up, probably like 20 minutes from here, my father told me, he was like, it doesn't matter if he's here in a wheelchair or if he's dragged here, he just wants to be here. And so for that reason, you know, he's not here in the flesh anymore. God, you know, fortunately called him home. I got him on my chest right here with me. So whenever somebody sees me or talks to me, they'll see my father. But man, the main thing I did was just kind of, it was all a dream, you know, to be honest. I didn't really focus on it. I focused on the good times and the positive times, and however my father was feeling, you know, that's how I was feeling. And my father was a very, you know, he was a funny guy. Whenever he was high, energetic, and he was having his good moments, I was there for him in his corner. So just overall, man, just keeping God first and just talking and praying with him and just thanking him for the good times and even thanking him for the bad.
Sorry for your loss, Cam. Do you have the date of his passing?
June 9th is when my father was called home to be with the Lord.
He wanted to be here at this event, huh?
Mm-hmm. And he's here. He's probably standing right here, you know, rubbing my head or something, how he always did in spirit, man. But I know my father's with me, and I know he'll live through me for the rest of my life.
You've chased around a lot of mobile quarterbacks. Taylor Green is one of those kind of guys. What's it like trying to defend Taylor Green?
In my opinion, Taylor's kind of slow, man. But I'm just playing. Taylor he's an athlete. He's a freak athlete, man. Long legs. He has real big strides. Taylor, chasing him around in practice, man, is my least favorite thing because you can chase him all you want, but you can't touch him. So, I mean, it's kind of pointless, but I still let him know, like, hey, Taylor, like, hey, you feel me breathing on your neck? Like, I'm here. So.
Hey Cam, Sam was talking about the rivalry in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it used to be a big one back in the day. Do you guys still see that as a rivalry?
Oh, yeah, most def. I was here for 5 years. My freshman year, we beat Texas, and they stormed the field, and I didn't really know too much about the rivalry, you know, coming from Atlanta and going to Arkansas. But I did, the feeling that it was around the room and around the field when we did beat Texas, you know, me being a scout team player, I can tell that, okay, like, this is a big deal. So, man, I'm excited to play Texas this year. I'm excited for the rivalry. I never played in Austin, Texas. You know, Texas always has a good team. They had a great team last year. But we're honestly just going to take it as another game, you know, prepare for them how we do any other team, any other week.
You ever hear from the older fans talking about the Texas rivalry?
In Fayetteville, yeah, sometimes, you know. Some guys will stop me in the store, talk about it, and, man, I'm excited for the game. Like, the rivalry, I've heard a lot of great things about it, and, you know, fortunate enough, I was able to be a part of one of the rivalry games, even though I didn't play, but I just seen how everyone was so passionate about it.
Cam, we're not anticipating the media picking you guys really high, but Sam seems to be really high on your team, your roster, and he calls you a big team in an SEC caliber team. What's it going to take to contend, do you think?
Really just put our head down and work, you know, just keep grinding no matter what, or no matter who we play, or no matter what anybody says. You know, I've been here 5 years, and probably every single year we had top 10, top 5 hardest schedules in the SEC, or even not even the SEC, in college football in general. So honestly, man, just blocking out all the haters, all the naysayers, and, you know, just doing what we do best, which is just work. Just put our head down and grind.
You guys have talked, I mean, you guys got a pretty brutal schedule this year. What are your thoughts on powering through that?
Man, just the main thing is taking care of our mental health, taking care of our bodies, and just treating every opponent like it's the same, no matter if it's the number 1 ranked team or no matter if it's a non-ranked opponent. You're just treating every opponent like it's the same.
Yeah, and I wanted to get your thoughts on one of your teammates, Frank Mulapola. What do you think about him?
Frank, man, he's a character. I'm surprised you pronounce his last name because I can't really get it, and if I do get it, you know, sometimes he'll get on me about it. But Frank, man, he's a different guy, and there's nothing wrong with being different. But he's a cool guy, and I look forward to playing next to him.
What's it like when he gets just on the field?
So I really haven't had a chance to see him get on the field yet. I've watched a couple plays from his film. He has a motor, all around, great guy, great caliber. We can put him on the inside, we can put him on the outside, it doesn't matter. I'm excited for Frank. Frank is going to have a good year.
Yeah.
And you've talked a lot about your dad today. You're wearing his photo around your neck.
Mm-hmm.
What would he say to you? What advice would he give you going into this season? What would he say to you, you know, on a day like today?
I got a quote on my shoe where he always says, can't stop, won't stop. So can't stop, won't stop. No matter what's going on, no matter if he's not here, I know he don't want me to stop in whatever I'm doing. So this is nothing but a little more motivation and for anyone that gets in my way, it's a little more. I'm gonna be a little more upset. So, yeah.
In the
Sam
trend,
was asked about the class of 22 being mostly gone. He got into revenue sharing. He felt had Arkansas at a disadvantage before this year, and now he feels it's even. Have you sensed any of that as you have gone through the NIL process that maybe Arkansas had not been on the equal footing?
Man, no, not at all. Because I came to Arkansas in 21, so I didn't come for NIL. I didn't experience NIL. I wanted to play for Coach Sam Pittman. I wanted to be a Razorback, and that's my main focus. So I feel like the NIL game has kind of like it changed the game, and there's nothing wrong with change. But sometimes the NIL, it could be good and it could be bad. But I know majority of my teammates, not even majority, mostly all of them, we're all focused on winning and playing football because that's really what we came to do. The NIL money is good, but we want the real money, the big money, which is the NFL.
What do you like about playing for Sam Pittman?
How he's a player's coach. He's not a car salesman. I've known Coach Pittman since the 8th grade. He was recruiting me at the University of Georgia, and just how he can coach you hard, real hard, get on you, and then come back and love on you the same way that he coached you, if not more. Just showing that he can do both in his balance. So.
I wanted to ask you about the offensive line, someone you guys go up against every day. Kind of shifted around a little bit, added in some transfers. What are you seeing out of them?
From seeing them guys from watching them in the spring, I'm really excited. Fernando Carmona, he's going to have a great year. We got a great addition with left tackle at Corey Robinson, man, and a nice addition with the center, Caden Kittler, Keyshawn Blackstock. We call him Big Shaq. I can't pronounce his first name, but we call him Shaq. Shaq like 6'12". he's a big guy, but man, I feel great about the offensive line play. Marion Harris, he's getting better. I'm expecting a big year out of him as well. Just overall excited about the offensive line play and a little more time for my guy Taylor over there to do what we all know he can do best.
Yeah, and Quincy Rhodes is going to be lining up next to you. He's got big shoes to fill with Landon Jackson being gone. Just what do you expect from him this season?
I expect a big year for Quincy. Quincy had a lot of glimpses of being a special player last year in the time that he did have. And just overall, Quincy, I feel like he's ready. Quincy has been sitting back. He's been watching Landon Jackson. He's been having conversations with Landon, and just being an overall, sponge and soaking up whatever whatever Landon had gave to him. And, him being right next to me, I can be the mentor. I can't be a Landon Jackson. I can be a Cam Ball, but I can be a mentor to him and make sure whatever question he has or anything, self-doubt, whatever, that I'm here for him.
Yeah. And one more question about your dad. What are some of the values that he instilled in you as he was raising you that you can take with you this season? And do you feel like you have extra effort this season, extra motivation because of that?
Yeah, of course. Mainly my father and my mother, they instilled 4 H's in me. So I have 4 H's tatted on my arm. And just growing up, they always tell me that the number 1 H is, you got to stay humble through it all. I'm a God-fearing man. My parents, I was raised in the church, born and raised. My church is probably like 40 minutes from here. So you got to be humble. You got to stay hungry in life. And no matter whatever you do, you got to stay healthy. And most importantly, you got to stay hard. You got to be a hard worker. So just that, man, and the motivation for this year with my father is I'm not really going to say too much on it, but it's going to be a year,
I have a non-football question for you. Do you know that trending show right now, Love Island?
My girlfriend watches it every single day. Like, I be getting angry and upset sometimes when my girlfriend watches it because she takes times away from me.
Yeah. Well, my question is, which one of your teammates do you think would be a good fit to be selected for the show?
Rohan Jones. Rohan would be a good fit. Fernando Carmona would be a good fit. Probably Ken Talley as well.
And which one of your teammates do you think would probably get kicked off the quickest?
The quickest, Ken Talley.
And the reason why?
Because if you haven't met Ken Talley is a one-of-a-kind kind of guy.
And last one, what's your ideal dream date?
My dream date, probably somewhere by the beach. I love being by water. It's not really much water in Arkansas, and there wasn't really much water here in Atlanta where I'm from. But probably by the beach somewhere.
Thank you.
I've been asking some guys this week, which uniform do you think is best
It's a nice
in the SEC
cute,
other than
and he
Arkansas?
knows that.
I'm biased, man. You know, it's Arkansas or no Saw, in my opinion. But if I had to say who had some good uniform combos, like I use them on the game, probably like Florida. They got some good uniform combos, like the blue, the orange. Yeah, that's cool. For sure.
Throwing anything on the smoker when you get back?
Man, probably, what's today? Today's Thursday. Probably this weekend, man. I might do something. You know, I grilled this past weekend. Had a couple teammates over, but I might do something this weekend.
Yeah.
What's it like being in Razorback Stadium, and you've had so many opportunities for big games, whether it's been Texas and who else? We got the Notre Dame coming up this year.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like being able to be inside Razorback Stadium? What kind of experience do you have?
It's a blessing, man. You know, just to be able to not only play for your teammates and yourself, but Arkansas, that's the state. That's all they have is the Razorbacks. And just to be able to play for an entire state, it's a blessing, you know, just to go out there and play in front of all those screaming fans, and especially the fans that support us in the ups and the downs, whether it be wins and losses. Like, just overall, the fans, that's my motivation when I step on that field, just to look around and see, wow, this many people came to support us.
What do you think about the Notre Dame game coming up?
Oh, man, I'm excited for it, you know, to play a team that made it all the way to the national championship is going to be very exciting. You know, it's going to be a lot of eyes on them, and just because it's eyes on them doesn't mean the eyes doesn't have to be on us. But we're going to prepare for them like they're any other game. You know, no different. Just going to prepare for them like they're any other game. But I'm excited for it.
Similar question to that. The Southwest Classic is going home and home. You guys get A&M at home for the first time. What is so unique about that rivalry, and why games are so different sometimes? And how's it feel to play the first one at home here this year?
Oh, it feels good, man. You know, playing in the Cowboy Stadium a couple years, that was a real cool experience, man. But it's time that we have like a not neutral, but a level playing field, you know, because we're playing in the Cowboy Stadium, but we're also playing in the state of Texas. So of course, it was going to be a lot more Texas fans. But man, just the Southwest Classic in general, it's a great game, a physical game, you know, with A&M, very competitive, and I look forward to playing them. You know, we're just going to prepare for them like we do any other opponent.
You've competed in the SEC for quite some time now. Sounds like you probably grew up around it too, living in Atlanta. What does it mean to you to compete in this conference, and what do you think sets it aside from others?
I think that this conference is like a step down from the NFL. This is probably like you said, this is the best conference in the world. You know, just from all the talent that has went to the NFL from this specific conference, how big the guys are, the physical play, you know, and just overall the facilities. There's no other conference like the SEC. And I'm just growing up, you know, my father would wake me up on Saturdays. If we didn't go to the barbershop, we was at home, just sitting on the couch with him, just watching the games, and just mainly watching SEC games, you know. So just to even play in the SEC, or sometimes, you know, in the game, and it's the first play, and I'll just look up and I'll just see a SEC opponent's helmet, and I'll be like, wow, like I'm really here, you know, God is good. So just this conference in general, it's a blessing just to be here and play in this conference.
I love that. Step down from the NFL was not the first time I heard that this week. Mini NFL was one I just heard too. Your coach spoke a ton about, you know, how there's been a lot of turnover, but you've been a steady presence. What can you say about that, being a steady presence when there's a lot of changes going on in the locker room?
I'm just a loyal guy, you know. I'm loyal to the state of Arkansas. Arkansas has been loyal to me. I've built so many relationships and great bonds and met so many people, and I'm just forever grateful that Arkansas took an opportunity and a chance on me, and really overall helped me and mold me into the man I am today.
Good luck
sure.
this year.
Thank you.
I'm sure you've been asked a lot today about the rehabbing with the elbow and
Yes,
stuff.
sir.
I guess my question is what did you learn about yourself the most through that process?
That I'm a fighter, you know, just like my father. He fought till he couldn't fight no more, to the very last minute, you know. When they told him that he didn't have a chance of living, he still fought. And he would constantly tell me he got that from me, because he was a fighter and I'm a fighter as well. So just, man, fighting, because last season, you know, my elbow was messed up. And no matter how many braces they put on me, no matter how many knee braces they put on my elbow and they taped it up, I fought. And I did the whole season, you know, and after the season was my time to get healthy and recovered. And now, man, I'm ready to go. I'm more hungry and eager than ever.
Cam, tell me about being back in Atlanta, man. How's it feel?
Man, it feels good, man. Went to high school 12 minutes from here. Just knowing that I'm here, and especially for this specific reason, to represent not only Atlanta, but I'm representing the state of Arkansas. I'm representing all my teammates as well.
I could be wrong, but are you the first and or at least most recent Division I player out of Tri-Cities?
Oh, most definitely. Like, it's probably like the last person to go Division I from football had to be like 2012.
Why is that? I don't mean to ask you about your high school. It's in a populated area where a lot of resounding schools around that area produce a lot of Division I players. Yeah. I guess the real question is how are you the one to get out of Tri-Cities?
I would say number one, God. You know, He had a plan for me. And all along, I just kept following it. And, you know, I was going to a lot of different camps and stuff around the state of Georgia to put myself out there. On my Twitter, you know, I would DM coaches nonstop. I even started telling my teammates to do it. I'll DM like a paragraph. You know, it was the same paragraph. I'll just change a couple things of, hello, my name is Cameron Ball. I play this position. I weigh this much. This is my GPA. Here's a link to my film. You know, a lot of coaches didn't respond back to me, but some did. And just basically just selling myself, putting myself out there on the platform. And I didn't want to stay in Atlanta. I wanted to play, you know, Division I football, and I made that my main priority.
Last question for me. How many defensive touchdowns did you score in high school, and do you have one yet in college?
I do not have one yet in college. In high school, probably about 3 or 4. I had one in the All-Star game when it was Georgia versus Florida, and I had some in high school. I have yet to have any in college, but, you know, God willing, this will be the year.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
What kind of cover zero y'all plan on playing this year?
You say
Cover
again?
zero?
Cover zero?
Live any in the game plan?
I know that we have a lot of different things in store of what we're going to do this year. This is all going to be based on the opponent, but whatever, you know, Coach T. Will wants to roll with, that's what we're going to roll with. We haven't really, you know, thought about any coverages or any specific plays. You know, we're just right now just really doing a lot of self-evaluating.
You shed any light? There's so many new bodies on that offensive line, the guys that you compete against in practice. What can you tell us about that group and your thoughts on them?
That's if not the closest, that they're close to the closest group. I know I said close a lot. Wow. The closest group on the team. You know, the offensive line, wherever you go, they're going to be the closest group. And the offensive line at our university, they're the closest. Fernando Carmona, Corey Robinson, Caden Kittler, Keyshawn Blackstock, Imarian Harris, Big Shaq. You know, all those guys, man, they spend a lot of time with each other off the field. And Brooks Edmondson as well. I can't forget him. His nickname is Chest. He's a very strong guy, man. But I'm excited for the offensive line play, and especially like the guys who got out the portal, to give a little more time for my good old buddy Taylor over there, man. So it's going to be a competition and very competitive mindset with the offensive line, and I can't wait to go to war against them fall camp.
What was your reaction when you found out you were one of the guys selected to get to come back here and for you a chance to come home?
Yeah. Oh, man, I was so excited, you know, just so blessed. You know, the first thing I did was give God all the glory because without him, I'm nothing. And without him, this opportunity wouldn't even be possible. And the next thing I did was tell my father.
What do you think about your CFP 26 rating? And what about your game against Taylor Green?
It's like the 5th time somebody's asked me a question about Taylor Green. Okay, my rating, it's the same rating as I had last year, which is an 82. You know, I feel like my rating could have been better, but I'm not complaining. You know, I'm grateful because there's a lot of people that wish they had an 82 overall. So I'm cool with that. And Taylor sucks in the game, and he beat me barely because Taylor, it was playing Arkansas versus Arkansas, and I ran with Taylor Green as my quarterback, and Taylor Green fumbled the ball. So Taylor really won because of himself losing the game. But yeah.
So, not to bring up Taylor Green losing the game there, but what does it mean to have Taylor Green back this year for this offense, especially going into year 2 of Bobby Petrino?
Man, I'm excited. You know, everyone keeps talking about year 2 under Bobby Petrino, and I look forward to it. You know, Taylor Green, man, he's a freak athlete. You know, whether it be in the passing game or in the running game, and you know, now that he has a year of SEC football under his belt, I'm excited for him, and I can't wait to watch him play.
So I guess just to clarify, that was you playing against Taylor in the game, and you were playing as Taylor, and you fumbled.
Yeah. So it was really Taylor's fault why Taylor won.
What was the score?
The score was 13-10.
You won?
No, he won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Thank you.